Have you ever reached a point where you looked at your life and whispered to yourself, I don't even recognize who I am anymore. I don't know how everything fell apart this fast. Because the truth is, life does not always break slowly. Sometimes it shatters in a single moment. One phone call, one failure, one betrayal, one loss, one diagnosis, one heartbreak, one disaster. One night where you think you are okay, and the next morning everything feels like it's collapsed under your feet. And in that moment, when your heart is heavy, when your strength feels gone, when your prayers feel weak, when your confidence feels stolen, when your mind is tired and your spirit is exhausted, you begin asking the question millions silently ask, what do I do when my life falls apart? And the world gives you 1,000 solutions. Distract yourself, rebuild yourself, reinvent yourself, forget the past, chase success, numb the pain. But deep inside, you know none of them reach your soul. None of them heal the invisible wounds. None of them answer that ache inside your chest. None of them restore the part of you that feels broken beyond repair. And that's where God steps in. Not when you feel strong, not when you are confident, not when you have a plan, but when you finally admit, Lord, I can't do this anymore. Because the Bible shows us again and again that God does some of his greatest work in the moments when life falls apart. When Joseph was thrown into a pit, his life fell apart, but God was building a king. When Moses ran to the desert, his life fell apart, but God was preparing a deliverer. When David was hiding in caves, his life fell apart, but God was shaping a giant killer and a man after his own heart. When Job lost everything, his life fell apart, but God was writing a testimony that millions would learn from. When the disciples hid in fear after the crucifixion, their dreams fell apart, but God was preparing resurrection, victory, and the birth of the church. And when your life feels like it's falling apart, God is not absent. He is building something you cannot see yet. Sometimes God allows things to fall apart so you can finally see what was holding you back, who was draining your spirit, what was preventing your growth, and what was limiting your destiny. Sometimes he removes things you would never have the courage to remove yourself. Sometimes he closes doors because walking through them would destroy you. Sometimes he shakes your life not to break you, but to break the things that were breaking you. So what do you do when life falls apart? First, you stop trying to carry what is too heavy for you. Some seasons are not meant to be survived with your own strength. God never asked you to hold the whole world on your shoulders. He asked you to cast your burdens on him because he cares for you more than you understand. Second, you remind yourself that brokenness is not the end. Brokenness is the beginning of rebuilding. When a house collapses, the owner doesn't sit in the rubble and cry forever. They evaluate the damage, clear the debris, rebuild stronger, choose better materials, reinforce the foundation, and come back with something safer and more stable. God does the same with you. He rebuilds you piece by piece, teaching you, healing you, strengthening you, guiding you. Third, you stop fighting battles God never assigned to you. Not every argument is your mission. Not every relationship is meant to stay. Not every loss is actually a loss. Some are layers. God is peeling away to reveal purpose. Fourth, you stop asking, why me? And start asking, Lord, what are you teaching me in this season? Because when your eyes shift from pain to purpose, everything changes. Suddenly you realize that the heartbreak taught you strength. The betrayal taught you boundaries. The loneliness taught you identity. The failure taught you humility. The disappointment taught you patience. And the waiting taught you faith. Fifth, you surround yourself with people who lift your faith, not drain your spirit. When your life is falling apart, isolation is dangerous. The enemy always attacks most when you are alone. God created community, fellowship, and connection because healing multiplies when shared. Sixth, you cling to the promises of God like your life depends on them, because sometimes it does. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. I will never leave you nor forsake you. When you pass through deep waters, I will be with you. I will restore what was lost. All things work together for good. These are not just verses, they are lifelines. They are anchors in storms. They are truth when your emotions lie to you. Seventh, you remind yourself that sometimes God saves you by taking things away. It doesn't feel like protection, it feels like punishment. But what you don't see yet is the danger He rescued you from, the heartbreak. He prevented the disaster. He blocked the damage. He removed the person He saved you from. When God removes something, He replaces it with better always in His time. Eth, you surrender not because you are weak, but because you trust His strength more than your own. Surrender is not giving up. Surrender is handing over the battle to the one who has never lost. And finally, when your life falls apart, you fight the urge to think God is done with you. Because God does not end stories in the middle of the storm. He does not close chapters in the valley. He does not abandon you in the fire. He finishes everything. He starts. He completes every healing. He restores every broken piece. He makes purpose out of pain. He takes ashes and turns them into beauty. He takes weakness and turns it into testimony. He takes heartbreak and turns it into ministry. So if your life feels like it's falling apart right now, remember this: you are not at the end, you are at the turning point. You are not destroyed, you are being rebuilt. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. God is not breaking you, He is breaking the chains that held you back. Your tears are not wasted, your prayers are not ignored, your faith is not unnoticed. God is closer than you think, working in ways you cannot see, arranging things you cannot imagine, and building a future far greater than the season you're surviving. Hold on, breathe, take one step. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep believing, because your story isn't over. God is writing something powerful with your life. And even if everything feels like it's falling apart, He is holding you together. And if this message touched your heart today, make sure you subscribe to Hopeword Daily, because every day we bring you encouragement, truth, and hope straight from God's Word to strengthen your spirit and remind you that you are never alone.